Hi, my name is Jeffrey Torbick Jr. I'm a web developer at DeVry University, currently working on my four-year degree as a Bachelor in Computer Science. I will graduate after this week in December. I'm very excited and happy for this achievement. Today we will be going through my web portfolio that I have designed in Senior Project 2. First off, we'll start with my introduction page. My website URL is jtorbick.mydevryportfolio.com. Inside the introduction page entails two different portfolios. The dark version, which is my old web portfolio, and the light version, which is my newest web portfolio, which I've designed in Senior Project 2. Both designs show my creativity, my style, and what I can offer to a client. The introductory page is a significant page. It's the page the user sees first when they enter the web portfolio. This is where the first impression is made by the user. Looking through the introductory page, we see that there's a header that says welcome. It's very nicely placed at the top and stands out to the user. After we see the nicely header, we see a nice body with a white background with a light grayish white offset. We also notice two tables that showcase my dark version portfolio and my light version portfolio with the logo design with its tagline and a link to an enter site. As we scroll further down, we notice a contact area. It has J. Torbick Designs, my address, my media sites to go to. It has a contact form. This contact form, you can contact me through my email by sending your name, your email, and a message, and I will respond instantly. Then we notice at the bottom a nicely placed footer. Inside the footer is copyrights, but I also added a model. Reason why I added a model was because I felt copyright laws are important for a user to read before they decide to take someone's work. If we click the link, we notice the copyright notice. We notice that it says all materials contained are protected and blah blah blah, and there's a close button. This is very important because any user can come on your website and take your stuff, but having to see a copyright notice will warn the user and make them second think themselves of taking your work. If we scroll up, we will now enter the dark version of my website. This is my older version web portfolio. I still think it's amazing. It offsets my light version, and it's a great design. Inside the dark version, you notice it's got my logo up here, my links, navigation. It's got a portfolio picture. It's got a lot of stuff. A button that scrolls to the next page, a button that scrolls through the About page, and a button that scrolls to Let Me Build Your Next Website. Also, scroll down and here's my gallery. It shows my web design. Scroll down, my gallery that shows my graphic design. Some inspirational quotes driven by passion. Let's get in touch. This is another way of contacting me through email, resume, e-profile, Twitter, Facebook, you name it. You can contact me and I will respond. We have now entered my light version of my parallax scrolling web portfolio design. Inside my design, we notice that the header is at the top of the page and it's offset to show the background. Inside my header on the left side is my logo design, nicely placed and nicely designed. Oh no, we lost my screen. My logo tells a story. The story of me being creative. On the right side of my header is my navigation. We can see how it nicely fits. We also, if we scroll across, we notice that it's highlighted the home. If we go over to the about, it highlights. If we go over to the service, highlights. Throughout my Parallax website, as it scrolls, each section will highlight as we scroll through. Very interesting and very amazing. That's it with the header. As we look through my home section, we notice the header text slid in with animation. Very neat, huh? We notice my background is very neat and creative. It was all designed in Adobe Photoshop. We also notice my background showcases my love for Impressionism art and showcases my love for Vincent van Gogh's artwork. This replicates the Starry Night and many others. As you will go through my web portfolio, you will notice different designs I've made that replicate Impressionism. If we go to the middle of my home section, we notice a button that goes to my resume. If we click it, this shows my resume. It shows my qualifications, my skills, my education, my employment history. This is encrypted so that no one can edit any of it but only view it. Very neat. So we hit the back button. We notice, as I said, the text that scrolls in animated. There is a little arrow. You wonder what that arrow does. Well, that's a very neat thing. We click the arrow, moves to the right side. This arrow, if we hit it, will scroll all the way down the page, and that we will do. It will scroll all the way to the bottom. It goes from section to section and guide you through to the bottom of the page, all the way to the footer. Then it has the arrow turns around, animated to go to the top. You click that, scrolls you right back to the top. Very neat. We will now scroll down to the About page. As we scroll, we notice my header turns from transparent to a white header, and that the About is highlighted as we scroll. We notice that there's a header text that says make your opportunities count. We have subtext which says I'm a senior at DeVry University becoming a web developer and I'm a creative kind of guy. And then we notice about me section and my skills down here. If we scroll down, we notice the about me. We notice that it talks about how I'm pursuing to become a web developer at DeVry University. It talks about a whole bunch of stuff. My wife, my cat, my dog, my life. If you hit the next tab, it talks about my skills, what I can bring to a client, and what I can perform and design. The next one is very important. It's my goals. What I want to do in life through each year, from year 1 to year 2 to year 4. These are goals that I want to achieve. And I think it's very important for the users to know this and clients. If we move over, we notice my skills. It talks about all my skills. HTML5, CSS3, 90% I know. JS and jQuery, 80%. PHP, 80%. Responsive, 85%. That's responsive design. Graphic design, 90%. The reason these are at the percents they're at and not at 100, no one can be perfect. Every day you're going to learn something new, whether it's in graphic design or HTML. No one can have 100% of knowing something. So there's always room to learn, and I'm always looking forward to learning. If we scroll down, we notice that this is my service page. Talks about my services, my responsive, web development, graphic design. We notice the background is another impressionism replication that I've made in Photoshop. If we scroll down further, we come into my portfolio. We notice that it says below are my recent and well-notable designs I've done through my career as a web developer. Each design has a story behind them that I think you will like. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your feedback. If you click this is the navigation. If you click each one, it'll break it down. It took one away. This is all responsive. Let's go even further. PHP. There's my PHP designs. We go even further. Graphic designs. There's the graphic designs. Infographics. Logo designs. Now we will go back to responsive designs. We'll look at Flamethrower Girls. We will open it up. This shows the website. It shows an image of it to look at. We can even go even further than that. And now we can click the link. It goes right to the website that I've designed. Flamethrower Girls. Down here is famous quotes. Quotes from famous people who are an inspiration to me and motivated me to be creative. If you have a quote that inspires you, share it with me by contacting me. I'd love to hear your inspirational quotes. If I like your quote, I will add it to my inspirational quotes here. And you can tell there's one, creativity is contagious, pass it on, by Albert Einstein, from the website twistedsifter.com. If we go further down, it's my contact me. It's just like my introductory. I felt that this contact was my best contact that I've designed ever since my career started. And I love how it's so fluid and how it's so responsive. And if you type something in here, let's type my name. Let's type my email. Type. Your message has been successfully sent. We'll contact you shortly. We click that. It goes right back. We'll go all the way down. Back to where we were at. We notice that there's media links. You can click these. They go to anything. They go to my media sites. Here's my LinkedIn. Talks about my LinkedIn of a warehouse worker. My dashboards. We click my Twitter. It'll go right to my Twitter account. Facebook will go to Facebook. Google will Google Plus account. Down here, I thought this is very important. It's a thank you. I think thanking the users for coming to your web portfolio and taking their time to look through it is very important. It also shows you care, and it shows professionalism. It goes a long way in the web development world. As we go back down, we notice the footer with the copyright. We also notice that if we click it, it goes to a copyright notice, just like the footer in the introduction. Very important. There's a button in the thank you part. It says back to intro. If we click this, we go right back to the introduction page. And that's all I have for you. I want to thank you all for listening to my presentation, as I know I've enjoyed talking in front of you and showcasing my present portfolio to you. I hope you enjoyed and have a great day.